that's going to become important in a moment. So here, the paid ones we're going to look at. These are the top 100 books paid. So what you want to do is to study the type of titles these paid books have. So let's say this is the category that you want to write for. There are other categories, and you might want to choose to write for subcategories. So under photography, you can write for cinematography, color, equipment, fashion, portraits, travel photography. You know, whatever you want to write for, you might want to write a book that relates to a smaller niche as opposed to photography. So let's go to travel photography. Let's click on that. Actually, we work from there because that's more specific. What you want to do is to work for you should write to a particular niche. And if you notice, even it drills down further by showing you photography, yeah, travel, yeah, but also travel Africa, Asia, Australia, Canada, you know. So if you want to choose to write a book on photography, travel, Africa, for example, you click on that. Seems to be nothing there. Let's go to, there are no bestsellers in this category. Okay, maybe that's a good category to write for. That's photography Asia. Let's see photography Britain. I think there should be quite a bit. Okay, that's only one. Photography Middle East. Wow, okay. So let's just go travel. Okay. So here you, just like the other category we went to, it's got paid, then it's got free. Okay, let's stick with the paid. So under the paid, you've got all these books that are being written for travel photography, and you can look at the titles, and you can begin to think of what kind of titles you're gonna have for your books. Okay, so this is where you get your titles from. You use a title that is similar to what you can find on here. So what about content? How do you know what to put in the book that you're going to write? Well, there are a couple of ways. When I first wrote my first book, my first business book on how to write your first business plan, I pretty much knew, I'd been teaching on business plans. I've trained so many people on starting a business, so I knew what people wanted. So I pretty much knew what the content should be, okay? Because I had experience that was really a hands-on experience in that arena, so I knew what to write, okay? But if I'm writing, even though I knew what I was gonna talk about, I still came and now I will do the same exercise that I'm going to show you in a moment. So when you want to write a book, even though you may know what should be in it, you're going to come and have a look on what's inside the top selling book. So the top selling book in that category was this one. So you're going to come here, you're going to click on look inside. Let me do that again so that we notice what I did. Let me close that. Okay, so this is the category. This is number 1 in this category of travel. So you click on that. Then you click on look inside. Now we're going to go have a look of what's actually inside this book, and I'm going to show you what to do. So we're going to have a look inside. So I'm going to scroll down, and then I'm going to see this book's chapters content. So here's the content. What's in my handbag? What's the best camera? Selecting lenses, sturdy foundation. Chapter 2, planning the journey, and all. Chapter 4, chapter 5, chapter 6, long exposure, no flash, up to 7. So this is where you know, because this is the top selling book, this means that people who bought the book that made it number 1 wanted content like this. So you can choose to write about similar content or same content but giving a different slant on it. So that's where you get your content. So the content can come from what you already know, and you got to have a look at the content of the top selling books on Amazon Kindle. That's what you do. That's how you get your content. Very important. And your content must bring solution to the target audience you're trying to reach. It's got to be a content that helps people overcome particular problems. Okay, so that's how you get your content. So I'm going to show you how you format the book in a moment. So once you've written your book in a Word document or whatever format you're going to write it in, either you're going to use a notepad even, or you're going to use notes on Apple. Once you've written the book in the format of Word, or like I said, actually you need to format it in a way that you can upload it to the Kindle site. Okay, because you've got to open up a particular actually let me show you that. You're gonna open up you're gonna register. So just so you know, you've got to be registered with Amazon as well as the Kindle Direct publishing site that belongs to Amazon. That's called KDP. So that's at kdp.amazon.com. So you also got to register, and you can use the same passwords and you can use the same email to register on both sites. But you need to register first of all on amazon.com or amazon.co.uk or whatever your country is. If they have an amazon.your-country, then you need to register also to kdp.amazon.com for you to be able to upload your book once it's been formatted. Now let me back up again to the book information. Your book can be as long as you want it to be, but you got to give good content. My books are generally about 50 to 60 Word document pages. That's the kind of books that I write. 40 sometimes to round about, it averages about 50 pages. 50 pages of content is what I tend to write. I tend to write about 10,000 words. Okay, so whatever that is, I think 10,000 words could be about, it will be a bit less than 50. But I know that I've written 50 pages, and when I format it, the way that I format it, it runs to about 70 or 80 Amazon Kindle pages. So once you've written your book, you go over to Fiverr. This is the easiest way to do it. Go over to Fiverr, fiverr.com. This is the site, fiverr.com, and then type in format for Kindle. When you type in format for Kindle, it's going to bring this gigs, they call them gigs, up. Okay, you click on one of them and you buy a gig that the person you pay $5, and the person would format your book and get it ready for Kindle. Okay, which is this. It would format the book and get it ready for you to be able to upload it on Kindle, because you cannot just upload any written material onto the Kindle site. It's going to reject it. So you want to just make sure you format that. Okay, so once that's formatted,